transportation in the future. So do you guys go inside of the Pegasus Roadhouse Inn, or you guys kind of... That's pretty much about one of the only...
There.
There's free ale, man. So upon entering, you guys all discover that a massive celebration is already underway. Now, there's lots of talk, there's lots of chatter, all kinds of, music going on. I want to also put some tavern
I'm going to turn
noise
to Glitter
here.
and say, "Oh, a celebration! Maybe they knew you were coming."
Oh,
yes,
absolutely.
Exactly. That was
There
the first thing I thought of. They must know that I've made the journey here.
A massive celebration is underway, because in the center of the Pegasus's main hall, it has all been cleared to make room for a massive dance floor, and also, the band that you hear playing music, they're playing to the eager crowd.
Dave, Lester has a proficiency in breakdancing, just FYI.
All right. Have to remember that. Along all of the walls, you can see many serving tables containing a variety of delicacies, spice meats, brews, candies, vegetables, breads, all kinds of the local foodstuffs, all for the taking. There's plenty of servers that are rushing around the Pegasus Inn, refilling food items that have run out on the tables, refilling mugs from patrons at tables, patrons at the bar. There are just servers running around everywhere. Now, as you guys kind of remember, free beer, Winnefeld, you guys look towards the bar, and you can see that there is a squat, muscular man that's doling out tankards left and right for everyone. Doesn't even look like he's taking any money. He's just sloshing down these big, massive mugs of ale and just throwing them out and sliding them down the bar to other patrons on the other end. And holy cow. This guy...
Does he have a name tag named Tane?
He is basically racing between a row of 20 tap barrels. And you can see him turn around. He doesn't have any kind of name tag on or anything like that. But you can see all the barrels are stamped with the markers of all of the most famous brewers in the world. Although, about a quarter of these barrels, all of them appear to be reserved as Gerlach's beers. So you guys walk up to you guys kind of push your way up to the... through the crowd or something and get up there? What are you guys doing? The floor is yours.
Folly's looking around, though, and is just totally amazed and just looking up, more than looking down, and she says, "Wow, I used to have a goose egg, but this horse smells fantastic."
What?
Because, she's a little, taken apart.
She's batshit crazy.
I think that's a good thing. Right?
That is so good.
Lester looks at her and goes, "Sweet, I know what you're talking about, Folly. This place is awesome."
Yeah, and they've
This
got
place
the
is sweet.
I know, I had one too.
sort of like Star Wars cantina music going on in the background. Bum, 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 ba-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. All kinds of different musics. So, this big burly stocky guy, muscular guy comes out, cut off t-shirts, big beard, and he goes, "What do you want? Everything on the house tonight is free. You don't have to pay for anything at all."
Glitter, she climbs up on the bar stool, and of course that's not going to be high enough, so she actually climbs up on the bar, and she looks at the guy and says, I'm so pleased that you prepared for my arrival. All of the festivities here. Really, you didn't have to.
Hey, you've been drinking a lot already. Should I cut you off already, or?
I'm sure this is for me. Of course you know me.
He goes and he says, yeah. Of course. Here, have some food. He throws down a plate for you, throws down another mug. He takes his hand, his hand that's dripping from all these other ales and stuff, and he takes some sort of like a I want to say sort of like a cooked mush, throws it on a plate, throws some like type of disc on there, and he says, "Here, have some food. You need to get that alcohol out of your system. It seems like you've been drinking too much."
I haven't had a single drop.
we'll have some more then. And then he says, tonight we're celebrating.
Lester raises his hand and looks at Glitter and says, I just wanted to tell you, it's probably pretty dangerous to eat food at a bar because I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of microbes and maybe you could probably get sick from that, so don't eat food from a bar. That's disgusting.
Gideon is chugging the largest mug of ale you have ever seen.
Oh, yeah. The bartender introduces himself as Tane, and he goes, welcome to the Pegasus. My wife and I, we both run this place and take a lot of pride in doing so, and once in a while, we have a special occasion, and tonight is one of those holidays of sorts. So enjoy all the food. Everybody
I'm so
enjoy the
pleased
food.
that you put that
Enjoy the
all
drink.
this is for me.
Who is this? Did you say your name was Glitter?
Glitter Twinkle Toes, of course you know me. I'm famous.
Oh, absolutely. Just like everyone else that's drinking about 12 tanks tonight. Yeah, of course, lady. Of course.
Hey, Uncle Murloc sent us.
Uncle Murloc?
Uncle Mar...
Gerlock?
Okay, time to look at my notes.
Gerlock.
Uncle Gerlock sent us. It's
Uncle
like Uncle
Murloc.
but it's hard to talk when you're a freaking Saurian, okay?
Uncle Gerlock? Oh, Gerlock sent you? Well, any friend of Gerlock is... What was I just splashed fucking drink all over my desk and everything? Any friend of Gerlock is a friend of mine. So he says,
wait.
I'm going to tap into the special reserves for you guys. What do you guys
that's
want?
Awesome.
What do you guys want? Brown Special Reserve? Do you want the Warrior Stout? Do you want the
Warrior
Iron
Stout.
Ale? The
Warrior
Sunshine
Stout sounds
Lager?
good.
Or the
I want
Twisted
what kind of
Wheat?
a wine or a spritzer?
Sure, I'll get you a glass of water there, lassie.
That's fine. That's fine. This is really great that we finally made another friend. I love making friends wherever we go.
Everybody's a friend here at the Pegasus Roadhouse Inn.
I
Enjoying
can see his little forked tongue flopping out every time he does that.
Yeah, exactly. His split tongue. Yeah, he gets a bunch of iron ales, puts them down, and basically has a couple extra mugs and pulls some Brown Special Reserve, Warrior Stout, Sunshine Lager. He gives the Sunshine Lager to you, Lester, and he says, "This is a little bit more sweeter. Maybe this would be up your likings." And then
Thank
he
you. Do you have
pulls
a
out
straw?
some toasted wheat, and he tells you everything is on the house tonight. It's a special holiday.
What holiday is it?
Well,
My arrival, of course.
no, actually, it's going to be the arrival of old Uncle Gerlock himself.
What?
Yes.
The party's
Not
for
for me.
Gerlock.
Yeah.
Oh.
The guy we just left? It kinda
Yeah.
seems
But
like
that
we
was
could've
like
saved a
that
trip
was like a couple.
floated with him.
That was a couple weeks ago. You guys traveled, north. But he old Tane goes into Gerlock. Gerlock's going to be arriving in at the crossroads later in the evening, and this is no ordinary, reason why he's coming. He's coming because he has a delivery of a very rare small batch of brew called the Old Chaotic Neutral. Have you ever heard of the Old Chaotic Neutral? Of course you haven't, because nobody has. So this is an old formula that was discovered in an ancient treasure trove that he had purchased from someone some years back, and seems like he has finally gotten up the correct ingredients to make a small batch. And he's going to be delivering it to us here tonight at the Pegasus. And as he screams, you can hear everybody in the old, Pegasus Roadhouse scream, "Yeah, Gerlock, yeah!"
But how's he getting here, by the way? Is he walking, or is he smart enough to take a sip?
Friends, he's bringing his beer car. His magical beer car, this enchanted, it is like an artifact in itself. It is
So I turn around
a
and-
floating caravan of beer wagons. I love it.
I turned around to everybody and I said, you know what, we could have a much more comfortable trip next time. Just we need to talk to this guy before, and we realized we're going to the same freaking place.
This was sort of like a Anyways, I'll get you my wife. I've got a line of people over here waiting for some more beers. Hey, Winnie! He yells back
Oh,
to
excuse me, sir.
Winnie. Yes, lassie.
Do you have gnome chairs?
You mean like a booster chair?
A gnome chair?
Sure, actually, we've got some booster seats for the children. And he reaches under the bar and pulls out a couple of them for you and Glitter and says, "Here they go. Just strap them in. They just strap onto the top of the seat and just have one of your other lassies lift you up inside. Just make sure you don't get tangled up in the strap there."
Okay, I climb up into it. I cannot see the birds beneath your floor yet, but I will take a beer until I can.
What in the hell? The birds beneath the... Woo! Boy,
Just don't worry about it, Kane. She says stuff like that sometimes. She was kicked in the head by a horse.
Winnie, you got some friends of Uncle Gerlach out here. And he yells to Winnie, and Willie comes out. Winifred comes out, and she, introduces herself, and asks if everybody's having a fun time at the Pegasus. Are you guys getting enough to eat? Getting enough to drink? Anything that you want? It's totally on the house tonight. Every time, on a night on one of Gerlach's arrival nights, he always lets us know about a day ahead of time. And when Gerlach gets here, he takes care of the entire bar tab for all of the patrons all evening long, and only asks that everyone enjoy a grand feast in exchange.
Well, we came to the right place, Winifred. Very nice to meet you.
You have. So is there anything else that you need to have? Because I've got so many dirty mugs and dishes back there. My hubby Tane is going to be complaining pretty soon because he's going to be out.
We can't have that.
You could just eat them.
Well, please. There's plenty of food on the walls. The servers are bringing out more to drink anytime you want any of the... And she speaks lower. Seeing that you are Gerlach's friends, you guys can have the special Gerlach stouts. Just let me or Timon will get them for you. All taken care of by Gerlach himself.
Gideon wants one of those. I've already downed my fourth mug. I'll take some of that special stout.
Oh yeah, they get you a couple more a piece, and when you guys are drinking this, it's actually really cold. I mean, it is like drinking. It's almost frosty. It's so cold. This is a luxury. You never get to have cold ale like this.
Stop! You're gonna make me go to the store.
So
We'll be done early. We
Winifred.
might be able to do that.
I'll ask Winifred. So how come this beer is so cold? How do you get it so cold?
Because of the magical cooling pits that we have.
Magical cooling.
Magical.
Yes.
My gnomish, curiosity is now in full swing. Oh, can we see the magical cooling pits?
You can see them right in front of you. They're basically the barrel is sitting in like a U-shaped. I want to say like a U-shaped brace, and you can see that there's like ice frosting on all sides of it. Frost is kind of going over, growing and extending over the barrels, and basically encompassing a lot of the empty space between the bracken and the barrel. So you can definitely tell that it's cold. And she says it's
Dave,
just magical energies that have been around since the Chaos Wars.
So I've got some historical lore and scientific lore. Can I roll to see if this is magic or if it's technology?
Sure, absolutely. Give me I would say probably a technology check, intelligence, technology, or
Scientific lore, would that be good?
scientific
from ability?
lore. Sure, we'll go scientific lore. Sure.
So is that the way to roll for scientific lore? I just drug whatever was in there. Then I get +4
3d6.
because of my intelligence.
I like it. That's it. Yeah. So you're able to tell that this is probably not. It could be a mixture of both magic and science. You think it could be maybe a
sweet.
little bit of both to make this work?
So I might want to mention that to,
And remember, well, you were away for this, but when you went away, I was telling you how old Uncle Gerlach, he was telling you guys that the Pegasus Roadhouse Inn is very unique because it has these ancient technologies from the past, from the Chaos Wars and such.
Yeah, I want to tell Folly what I've seen, so I turned to her and I'm like, Folly, this is really sweet. That device right there that's producing the ice, it's both magical and technological, scientific.
That's pretty cool. I actually had one Wednesday.
So I'm gonna go up there. By the way, I'm gonna get really close to the ice that's the frost that's forming on the side of that, and then I'm just gonna lick it.
Oh,
Your forked tongue.
oh yeah, your tongue sticks to the metal bracket. Yeah, you're trying to pull your tongue, and your tongue is stuck, and old Winifred comes over and has a warm glass of dishwater from in the back, and she's pouring it on you. Oh my goodness, she says, you can't do that. It'll rip the skin of your tongue off. You are crazy.
I've got my axe. I'll help.
And after getting a couple big gulps of this warm dishwater that's soapy and disgusting, you feel several pieces of slimy something go down your throat from the dishwater, but your tongue actually comes off of the.
He knows what that's like.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna turn a little to Winifred. I'm gonna say, Winifred, you need to put up a sign or something. That could be dangerous for people if they ever just wanted to go up there and lick that frost.
It's called common sense, you numbskull.
I was going to
Okay,
use
well-
my axe to get his tongue off.
Maybe
I
you'll
was
have to
gonna
do that
fire
next time. Oh my gosh. No magic in here, lassie. No
It hurt my
magic.
tongue and it made me talk funny.
Honey, you already talk very funny.
You can hear people cheering about Gerlach. You can hear several sort of like at a soccer game too, where the crowd is like chanting a song, and you can hear people chanting about Gerlach, and this being basically Gerlach's home tavern, and that he only brings his finest ales here to this to the Pegasus, which is actually true. So you guys are still up here at the bar. Several of the other people have you've kind of shooed a couple other people away, especially when Folly starts opening her mouth, or now the Saurian has gone back and stuck his tongue to the actual one of the barrels. So now you guys are actually all able to grab a seat. Glitter and Folly, you both have your little gnome seats going on, the gnome booster seats. Yeah, you guys are good to go.
I lean
Nice.
over to Folly and say, hey, why don't you go check out that barrel that he got his tongue stuck to? If you need help, I can always boost you up there. You can look in the barrel.
Why, is it raining?
Well, the barrel's on its side, so it's not
okay.
open in any way. Yeah. Yeah, the barrel's on its side. You're looking at like the top of the barrel where it's been spiked with the handle to that logger, and you can see that there's like a U bracket that barrel is sitting in, and that U bracket is like just covered with ice. Hence the reason why you have cold ale. So, as you guys are, eating your food and whatnot, this,
I'm not gonna eat any of this food, Dave. I
you
don't
could
trust
tell
it.
that one of the drunk patrons comes over and kind of huddles his way between Glitter and Fall, and he says, let me tell you something. These celebrations when Gerlach coming to Vegas tonight. And he sticks his finger right in your food, and he goes, you better eat all that. No, we don't
I beg
waste
your
it.
pardon? Do you know who I am?
Little lady, you just eat that. And he keeps saying, you gotta eat all that. Don't waste anything. It's not
So
good to
what's-
waste
what's-
because Uncle
What's left
Gerlach.
on my plate, Dave?
Sort of like a red clam sauce, and just some chips and whatnot. A couple
I have a
vegetables.
chip and I shove it in his mouth, and I say, "You eat it."
And he does. He eats it a little bit, and he says, "Oh, are you gonna eat the rest of that?"
Not now.
Oh, he
Dave
takes
check his pockets.
Sure, absolutely. Sure, give me a
Yeah,
pickpockets,
me and-
Dex pickpockets, if you have that folly, or is it
Legerdemain.
Yeah, legerdemain. That's it. Absolutely, and I want to give you a +2 bonus also because this guy is like heavily intoxicated.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Well, it's also very distracting.
yeah, as
I'm
you're
shoving chips down his throat.
Yeah, exactly. And as you reach your hand down in his pocket, you actually feel something, and you pull it out, and it looks like just like a small little. It's like a wallet, like a little coin purse, and you kind of have fun and giggle, and like you're talking to Deckard or Gideon, and you kind of just slip it into your pocket.
Did
and
I
then-
notice this, Dave?
No, give me a what would it be? Perception, perception check. Let me tell you real quick. I have all this in front of me. Well, in Fantasy Grounds, but yet I keep looking in my book. So, give me a perception. Seeing. If you have seeing. If you don't have seeing, just give me a perception check. No, you don't notice her.
Okay.
I basically base it off of her 11 plus 2 bonus versus your 12 roll. So yeah, you don't notice her take it. So don't forget, Folly, put that on your sheet. Later on we'll talk about what you have in there.
Okay.
Now, as for the drunk patron, seeing that you're not going to eat this, I'm going to go ahead and take it. Okay?
Okay.
And he picks
Too
up
bad
the
I can't
plate.
warm it up for you.
Yeah, and he picks up his plate, and then he also takes your tankard of ale, also Glitter.
What the hell?
Have a good one.
I kick him in the shin, Dave.
Hey, there's no fighting here tonight.
I'm gonna put a hand on him. Hey, you don't be taking me lass's drink now, lad.
Oh, where'd this come from? Maybe I need to stop drinking already. It's only probably about 8 o'clock.
I think you look pretty inebriated myself, so I think you probably should stop for a little while until you can get your senses back.
Nonsense, liver lips. Lizard lips. I'm gonna go ahead and go back over here and fill my plate up. You guys don't just remember, everybody. Don't waste any food tonight. Eat, and the clam sauce is amazing. Winifred is awesome. And then he just kind of stumbles off and he just stumbles back off into the crowd. You can see he's walking his way over towards one of the walls where all the tables are with the food on it.
Good.
Are you gonna eat that as he smashes your sauce?
That's grade school stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think the plate looked a lot farther away than when it actually really was, Folly. I think that's probably why I did that.
And I look at the barkeep. Listen, it seems that my food is gone. Can I have some more?
Sure, darling. And she comes around the bar and she picks you up out of the little gnome chair, and she goes, "Let's get you unstrapped there." And she gets it unbuckled and stuff, and she sets you down on the ground.
I beg your pardon,
and
ma'am. Do you know who I am?
What is she doing to her?
Ma'am, I'm just trying to help you out. I don't want you crawling, and if you fall, if you tip the thing over, then you're going to probably go try to talk to one of the mediators in the store, and then I'm going to have some problems. So I just figured I'd come over here and help you out, darling. That's
No,
all
wait.
I'm trying to do.
She can't fly.
She can fly.
She can't fly. Put her
Oh
down,
my.
please.
Oh my goodness. Yes, you're such a precious one. And then she, points you over, Glitter. There's a table. Look at all the servers going over there with all fresh food. We just got done packing the plates. You might want to go over there and get some of that now. You won't get any of the broken pieces. All the good stuff's on those plates.
She kind of gives her the evil eye.
Yeah, she kind of scoots you off in that general direction. So what are you guys doing? There's a couple other people sitting around. I mean, you can talk to them. You can do anything you want. The floor is yours. Lots of songs going on. They're chanting glorious songs about Uncle Gerlach and his magical machine that he carries all his beer around and only brings it to the Pegasus Inn, and he's a quite a revered individual.
Sounds like Santa Claus.
I'm smelling my fork at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm going to look for Winifred and offer my services in the kitchen, because it looks like she might need some extra help.
This is a night of celebration, darling. You shouldn't worry about working. You need to be eating and drinking, because this is expensive stuff, and Uncle Gerlach's paying for it. So you may want to take advantage of it, darling.
Oh, Gerlach is an old friend of ours. We know him well.
How long have you known old Uncle Gerlach?
Oh, goes back several weeks.
She just kind of chuckles. One of those encounters, huh? And he told you to come. And he told you to come to the old Pegasus, huh? Why did he tell you to come to the Pegasus?
Specifically to see you and to taste the special brown reserve.
Well, hey, the brown reserve is one of the finest concoctions that old Uncle Gerlach brews, and the barrel is all yours. And of course, Tane, he loves to take a quick couple sips and ganders from it as well. No, you hurry along. You get out of the kitchen. She pats you on the back end a couple times and says, "Shoo! I may be getting older in my days, but Winifred, I can still work circles around all those young bucks out there. I've got the dishes under control. Tane's got all the service under control. He's just like a watering machine out there, giving everyone all of their tankards of ale. Go out there and have fun, darling."
I will.
I'd be careful to let her touch your butt. That's like HR could probably handle that. Get in trouble.
So, as you guys are, enjoying the scene, enjoying the music, enjoying the drink, enjoying the food, now all the minstrels, they stop playing music, the crowd hushes, and all of a sudden, on the dance floor, there is a lanky elf wreathed in tattoos and multicolored silks that is taking the stage. It's still a little rowdy in there. She holds up her hands like she's gonna make a declaration, maybe a post, something. It looks important. So all of a sudden,
I'm going to kind of crowd up and get to a
sure.
good view to see her.
Okay. All of a sudden, she says, "Excuse me, your attention. As part of the night's entertainment, we offer you a chance to aid us in the spinning of a grand tale. The legend of Lady Vajja and the Warlord." So, now everybody is like bursting in a cheer. Yeah! Hell yeah, the slaying of the Warlord! Yeah! People are chanting, Vajja, Vajja. It's getting really loud in here now. And she's clapping her hands. Everybody's in cheers. She's waving her hand, clapping her hands. And then the crowd kind of goes back down into like low murmurs. And she starts to look towards everyone. She's starting to look out at everyone in the crowd. And this is what the scene looks like. Matter of fact, I actually have a scene. This is what